Mortar is back and better than ever. Hear me out. Y'all know how this is not like a hear me out. This is you all know how, I can't even explain myself. Y'all know how annoying Expo is to go up against, right? It's like it sits on the side of the arena. You can't do anything half the time. This Mortar deck takes part of that and mixes it with bait to create this like insane offensive pressure. It's not even, it's crazy. Like from a Mortar deck, you'd figure, oh, the offense is probably pretty blah, but it's not. It's really strong, and especially with the Cannoneer, defense gets really good as well. And there's so many outplays you can do, because whenever there's a miner, there's outplays to be done, you know what I'm saying? And also Skelly King ability, you can bait the log, you can use Goblin Gang. I guess if you don't have Spear Goblins leveled up, which is a little weird. Ice Whiz is also really good and popular. There's a plentiful amount of Mortar bait variations to go around, so you'll have no problem using any one of them in case you don't have a card leveled up. Let's see. I mean, it looks like classic bridge spam. The first thing I'd tell you guys is probably try not to use... Why did I say classic bridge spam when I literally know there's a Ram Rider in the deck? All right. I don't spam the Skelly King ability. It's really just not worth it, and half the time you don't want to just waste 2 elixir. Having 2 extra elixir can win you the game in later situations. I think we're getting E-Wizarded here. So yeah, we should be able to maybe get a Spear Goblin through or force out a Bandit. It's fine with me. I'll cycle my bats again. I want to try and get to my Evo bats, get Goblin Gang in case he zaps. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. We still have the lead as well. And you know what? I'm not going to be too aggressive here because... the thing is, I have my Evo Mortar in cycle, right? I don't want to use that on the Ram Rider. I want to tank the Ram Rider pretty much. Just use like a cannon card to defend and then counter push with it. I think that would be I missed an archer. He's totally going in with that. I love reverse announcers jinxing myself. Wait, would that be reverse announce? Yeah, I would. Okay. Are we really going to zap this? That's what I thought. Okay, we're not going to zap that. Nice. So now they won't die to zap, actually. Oh, yes, the Evo zap them. That's even better. Okay, so we're going to get this cart ready, because like I said, we got to stop the Ram Rider without using our, like, really cool card. We're going to go Goblin Gang here. I'm perfectly fine with that, to be honest. Even if this dies, that's fine with me. So I assume he might go Ram Rider with, or to counter the Mortar. We'll see what he does. He is, okay, he's just going to P.E.K.K.A. That's fine, too. I'll go bats just like this. We'll see if we can't get that P.E.K.K.A. to come in a little bit closer. Go cannon cart here, just to tank that incoming onslaught. We'll go arrows real quick. See if we can't get in range so we can now, yes, have the Mortar on the tower. We're going to get a nice little hit. And we separate the Bandit from the P.E.K.K.A. as well, so it's not really an intimidating push. Go Mortar before she charges, and then the Cannoneer should finish her off, I think, for the most part. If we take a charge, we take a charge, especially since I just... really? I just got a Mortar hit. Really? It's just... God. Yeah, I mean, another thing to note, probably you don't want to rely on getting Mortar damage. It's kind of, I don't know if you should go split lane or not. I think it's a little bit hard, because if I, like, apply opposite lane pressure with the Mortar, all you have to do is put something down to tank for it. It's not really scary at all, so I'm going to go with the defensive Mortar here. It might snipe archers, and it'll also help pull a Ram Rider, so that's pretty good. In case he does go with anything, I'll just go Skelly King like this. We'll go probably hit the ability here, because we do have a couple of skeletons to do. You just can't break through this deck oftentimes. Like, you've got to have a really sophisticated level of offense to try and break through this Mortar deck. We're going to go Mortar as well like this. Let's go with a quick bats. This actually should shoot at the E-Wiz, I think, and kill everything. Nice. It's still going to shoot at the E-Wiz. So that was a bit of a... Oh. Is that the second time this game I've reverse announcers jinxed myself? I really don't get another hit there? All right. But yeah, I mean, one thing probably to know, these games do generally take a while. Cycle decks, not that this is necessarily a cycle deck, take longer to begin with. And this is one of those decks that just takes longer. So I'm going to pop the ability just to pop the ability, because it is a P.E.K.K.A. after all. So we're getting a little bit of a bonus in value. Getting double cannon cards down. The defensive Mortar is kind of absolutely cooking as well. Okay, so we're gonna not take a Ram Rider hit, and then we'll just go with another Mortar for pressure. I know this hell ain't breaking through. I'm not talking about the opponent, I'm talking about the Mortar. I would never call this is probably a guy. It's good game. It's over. All we need to do is cycle to a pair of a spell or a miner, and that's just easy does it with most of the matchups in the game. Is this gonna full counter it? I'm gambling. It's full countering. There we go, baby. I'm pretty sure you have to play him straight at the bridge for it to, there's Omar's tidbit of the day. You have to play the wall breakers directly at the bridge into a cannoneer for it to get a hit. Awesome. This is great. I think we're going to have to mortar here as well, just because he could we'll pretend that never happened. 2 mortar, 1 mortar hit. Never assume you're getting more than 1 mortar hit. Actually, never assume you're getting any mortar hits. 1 is generous. Really? Why am I getting BM? I'm muting this guy. I'm actually about to get rage baited. I can't do this. What? How am I getting rage baited? Okay. I'm not going to be too aggressive here. Obviously into a wizard. This guy could very well have like some massive giant push incoming. So I don't want to do with that. We should splash this as well, which means we're going to get a lot of damage on that. I'm going to go card into this in case he does try and play something with that. I guess I'll have arrows ready if he has like a... That's not what I was like assuming he would have, by the way. I was gonna assume in case he had a goblin curse. It's always fair to assume your opponents are gonna have a goblin curse, right? What's nice about this is if we... Nothing is going correctly. I was going to say, what's nice about this is if we suck up the daggers with the cannon cart, what we can then do is use the miner to get 1 billion damage. So we're gonna do it again here. But I want to make sure my miner is protected so he doesn't instantly get shot. That way, we still can take out this wizard. And as you can see, get a ton of damage from it. We can go in with the quick mortar here for a little bit of pressure. It's not going to do anything crazy probably, but nice bats to predict that there in case he spells. We have Goblin Gang. We can go with the Skelly King here. I'm not really worried at all about that. We have to tank some damage to get some damage, baby. Lava Player 101. It applies to everything. We're going to go arrows quickly here. The cannon cart's going to stay alive to protect my mortar a little bit. Nice. And we can... Okay, we're getting suspicious bushed. All right. Can I Evo mortar here? We do have Evo bats. Evo bats. Evo bats, man. Is that going to survive a wizard? Okay. Surviving a wizard shot would have been insane. So I'm not too surprised. But I'm ready to turn back on emotes. You're not getting these through me, by the way. That would have been really cold, I think. That would have been pretty cold, I'm not going to lie. Didn't quite work out. Now he still has to respond to the cannon cart, so that's good. We'll go with the Goblin Gang over here. I can't use bats, can I? I'm gonna have to use... Oh, it doesn't matter. All right, great. Bats the bridge. That is the, you know, the upside to playing Cannoneer is that it teaches you better. How did my bats lose that? Did I predict a witch? There's no way he played a witch on my miner, right? I predicted that, right? Okay, that kind of makes up for it. I think I gained a little bit of my aura back. In saying that I lost all the aura I would have gained, if I gained any at all. So, all right, well, we're back to the negatives. I think we'll go mortar here if we can ever, okay, no. If we can ever, like, get out of the range of getting splashed. Thank you. So we'll take 1 hit there, but that should be fine. I think I'll hit this. He probably is going to use it like a spell to get rid of this, or a Valk. It's cool, too. If there's a chance to get my mortar to like get a shot on the tower or something, that'd be really cool. I'll take that. But I'm not going to overextend because the upside, the potential of our mortar to get damage is like 0. It's literally 0. So I'm not like expecting anything, if you know what I'm saying. And we should have 2 in the left lane. So we're going to go split lane spear gobs here. Use all of our elixir, get a little bit of a nice little push going. And then we should be able to, mortar up top, lay it. Works for me. We have Evo bats now, which are going to get a positive elixir trade pretty much every time you play them. And we get a nice mortar hit. So, yeah, just like that, we're in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is interesting. I'm going to go with the cart plus Evo bats here. And I think this should be nice against the Valkyrie. Yeah, beautiful. Fire Spirit's not going to kill them. Nice. We can get a miner down and protect at least 2 of our bats. He's going to have to find some way to deal with this. The normal bats aren't great at dealing with that, so we are going to get a lot of damage there. So we'll go with the quick Spear Goblins first. It's going to pull it and bait out maybe his spell. And if so, we can then go with the Goblin Gang late once they die. Okay, nice. So now we can go up top here. And he has the arrows, so now we have both the Cannoneers targeting that. We have the Skelly King on the Witch, and we're going to get some free, easy defense out of that. So, you're not a real human being. You're genuinely not a real human being, dog. Okay, well, it's a little interesting here. Oh, that's actually a really fun interaction. Okay, we're going to get the mortar on the tower for a shot. Nice. The Ram Rider pulled to the cannon cart, so we didn't instantly lose our mortar there. Nice. We'll go Skelly King in the back just to cycle, get our 3-card cycle ready. We can always switch lanes as well if we want, but I think instead for right now I'm going to try and get a defensive mortar down so I could pull a potential ram rider and we don't have to worry about anything, because like I said earlier, mortar is just not reliable for getting tower damage, so it's not usually going to be your go-to. We're not going to try and force to get damage with that, because even if we do get a mortar connection on the tower, the odds of it getting more than like 2, which is what it needs to get any good damage, is like 0. So we'll go arrows real quick here. It was just a hope maybe if I got him down fast enough we would have been able to get the cart to the tower, but I do have to respond to bats anyways, so it's not like I overcommitted. So I do have to respond to bats, so because of my cannoneer. We'll go probably Evo Bats Miner, I think. And then we'll go with the cannon cart, which is going to start chipping away at those. Nice. I'm going to go probably Skelly King up here. It's going to drag the P.E.K.K.A back. No Pecker. P.E.K.K.A. Gotta be inclusive. We'll go. Whoa, that was not supposed to be a mortar. We slipped. We slipped. Okay. What do you think here? I don't want to go with the Evo Mortar on defense, obviously. I'm going to split bats here maybe and then get an opposite lane cannon cart going. I might let this connect. Is that crazy? I'm going to let this connect. You can have that damage, to be honest. And the cannon cart's going to kill this. And then we can go with the switching lane push here, because now he's going to have to deal with the Skelly King plus all this as well. So we can go bats real quick here. Pop this. Go miner to protect from this. Let's see. Let's see what else you got to deal with this. We'll go cannon cart over here. Nice. That shouldn't be getting dragged, right? No, it's not. Nice. So we can go in with the Goblin Gang like this too. We don't have a reset for the Ram Rider, unfortunately, but that's kind of fine. I'll go Miner up here as well. We just want to apply a little bit of pressure, Skelly King, so I can keep my mortar alive. And that is now, after 15 years, finally a mortar hit on the tower, ladies and gentlemen. GG's. Brock's 881 from Brock's 881. Okay. Oh, I just missed. Does he know? He does not know. Okay, Brock's 80. Okay, he's overspending on a misplay. Thank God he didn't try and punish me. Hell yeah. Okay, we'll get the cannoneer shot, and then he's gonna hit the ability, and we'll just go with the spear goblins, and it should wrap it up. Nice. Okay, so he didn't capitalize on the misplay, but we're going up against Pig's EQ, which is probably not a very good matchup for us, given that he has EQ for the mortar. This is going to be one of the matchups where we need to really rely on the bait aspect of the deck and the cannon card, of course, to get our damage, because it's going to be unlucky or unlikely that we get to use, excuse me, our mortar. Does anything else want to interrupt my sentence? Like a hiccup, maybe? Okay, to get any damage. If that made sense. I don't think we're getting any mortar damage this game. So we have the cart here. We'll get a lot of miner chip. That's good, because we kind of forced him to have like a little bit of an icky hand where he's not going to have the greatest responses to everything. We'll go with the Goblin Gang here, actually. So he's going to be forced to pop this ability early. And this should actually work out well for us, I think, because now we're going to be able to kill the queen without having to worry about anything too crazy. Since his log is out, now we should be able to get maybe some spear goblin damage. Maybe. Give me one spear goblin hit. Give me 2, 1. Okay, you know what? I'll settle for 1. Unfortunately, I don't think Evo Bats are really going to help us too much in this matchup. Because if you think about it, they're just going to get deliveried every time. Like, even the normal Bats. I guess they can't get Ice Spirited, so that's kind of cool. We'll go Mortar just like this. I want to see what he plays here. He's probably going to EQ it, right? Okay, so he EQs and log. So we'll go with the ability plus Goblin Gang, which should have been in the opposite lane now that I think about it. Definitely should have been in the opposite lane there. But we have a chance to get through with a little bit of damage here. Nice. The miner's going to come down as well. Those are avoiding the Evo Cannon, by the way. Okay, great. He cannot kill those 2 spear goblins, man. I should have gone opposite lane there. We'll go defensive mortar here. And we should be able to chip away at these. We'll get another Skelly King going. I think there's a placement I can do that doesn't give him EQ value, but I didn't do it that time. I wasn't locked in. All right, we'll go Spear Goblins off to the side here. I'll want to get miners down whenever I can so that I can increase my chances of getting a little bit of chip damage. Play it out of the range of the cannon as well. And we're just chipping away. If you're going to give me that, that's perfectly fine with me, dog. We can match his earthquake damage if we can get those on the tower. So yeah, we'll go mortar over here. That only worked because of where he placed his piggies. You can't obviously do that every time. What are we shooting at, dog? Skelly King in front of this, just in case. And plus we get some extra num-nums. I'll go miner again in the same placement here. So that, like, since we went in the same spot 3 times, he thinks we're going to do that next time. And then it's going to, like, mess him up a little bit. And we kill the queen, and the cannon cart's still alive. Pre-arrow. Those are almost the hardest pre-arrows of the century. Okay, Goblin Gang's gonna come in here. He's probably just gonna log anyways, so Wasn't the greatest God Gang ever, but Evo Cannon actually takes that out. It's a little bit annoying. Ooh, Cannon Cart? What do you think? Piggies? No piggies? Dead ass? Okay, maybe we should get 3-card cycle going. What do you guys think? Go Spear Goblins over here. I know that Cannon Cart's going to die. It's perfectly fine. I think I'm going to use Evo Bats here. I'm going to use Evo Bats plus the Skelly King in just a second here. And now we can start getting the 3-card cycle going with the miners so we can get to more miners. Go arrows back here in case he goes skeletons. No skeletons, interestingly enough. I'll go Mortar out here to make it a little bit easier or harder for him to get a bunch of chip damage. It's still not an anti-earthquake position, though. But we will get another miner down, so that's good. We're going to go miner plus arrows like this. I wanted to potentially get some damage on that queen so it'd be a little bit easier to deal with, but now he doesn't have anything and the mortar's locked on the tower, so that's going to be GG's. Overall, it's a pretty solid deck, pretty good in the meta. I would definitely try it out if you have the levels for it.